Welcome to episode of Potion Sword Run. In this episode, we'll be talking about art, gaming art, fan art, and how we used to celebrate it, but nowadays it gets the grifters angry. A few days ago, we had a lead artist from Naughty Dog release a fan art interpretation of Eve from Stella Blade, and his interpretation didn't go well with gamers. Apparently, she's ugly and this and that. Now, when you look at the face, it's actually all concept, there's nothing really all strong lines, no really structure, it's loose based, But he was so proud of his concept art, his interpretation of it. She's a little bit more Western, as they say, because she's not Asian in this interpretation. She's a lot more undefined. But apparently it was too much for the grifters. Even when the Stellar Blade account retweeted it, to show, the fan art because it's an honor to be fan arted. Nope, that was still not good enough. The backlash was crazy. And I just don't understand why it's so overboard. Sure, it doesn't really look like Eve that much. She has, the body structures there, but her face is different. She has that, that nice bang cut, and I guess you can't have that. That's woke or something. So, there's just no pleasing people anymore. And it's just like, this is fan art, guys. Now, the backlash might be because it's from Naughty Dog, and everybody hates Naughty Dog now because of Jordan and She-Boss and stuff. And I just don't understand it, We, as gamers, we used to always love to do fan art and celebrate different fan art. Even weird fan art that wasn't quite it. Because just, it's fan art, You're doing it at a place of love and enjoyment. But these people just suck it all out. Suck it all out. So much that he pretty much had to, change his initial view and give Eve a more generic look. It's fine. She looks sexy. She looks great, nice. But it's just not as stylized as his first, attempt. And it's not to say that his first attempt was awesome or something. It's like, it's okay, mediocre, but it's okay. But the thing is, it's discouraging, He's not going to want to release another fan art for something else anymore, especially if this is the kind of reaction he gets from gamers. It's like, what's wrong? Like, I don't even want to call people gamers because they're not the gamers that I grew up with. People that were inclusive and, wanted to share things and were proud of things. And even when things weren't that great, it's like, hey, good try, man. I like your interpretation. Keep at it. Maybe next time, might be a little bit better. But you don't tell them that. You just kind of, encourage them. But nowadays, it's just like this shit on everything. And like I said, it might be because of Naughty Dog and their interpretation of what they look for in women. And see, when I first, saw, what was it, Last of Us 2 and that one chick, Abby, I thought she was muscular and, they did it like on purpose to kind of piss people off just because it's not expectation of what you would think of a female character. But then someone, and then again with Jordan, but then someone opened my eyes and said maybe it's just what they're into. There are guys out there who are into muscular women. And, especially if you're a bodybuilder yourself, I think to a certain point, in my taste, to a certain point it gets overboard. You start becoming more like manly than you are womany. But, having muscles and stuff like that as a woman or being like nice and toned as a woman, you can still be good looking. And then when we took a look at this fan art of Lara Croft, you can see that she's actually built. She has muscle. But she's still very good looking. She's still feminine. She still has the right curves and everything. She's not all muscled out. She's just fit. And yet people are complaining that she's manly. It's like, where were these people complaining, when Chun-Li came out? Or any other female Street Fighter? But yeah, all of a sudden, this is just way too manly. And this fan art does come with someone who loves women with muscles, so that's something that they're into, And there's a whole subset of people out there, man, who find girls like this attractive. And like I said, these aren't overly buff women, and even the overly buff women, some men find them attractive. So I don't understand where like this. I guess I know where the beauty standard is, but it's like, come on, like this tells me that the people who are complaining about beauty standards in video games, who complain about interpretations of Eve, who complain about Laura Croft having muscles where she should, be fit. She's a damn Tomb Raider out there. And still looking feminine, but yet not feminine enough because she has muscles. Who didn't complain about Chun-Li, who didn't complain about all these other characters in Street Fighter who have muscles with those big old thighs. I mean, it just goes to show. And now they're even complaining about Eva from Grand Theft Auto 6. She comes out in a bikini and they're saying that she looks manly, she has shoulders. It's like, this shows me that they've never been with women before, not an inkling of a real woman before. And I'm not talking about looking at anime dolls and shit, because when you look at these guys, especially when you look at their alter ego and then you look at their real profile, like, these are the guys that are dictating what women should look like. These guys, they never been with the women, especially when they complain about art style cartoon women too. It's like, man, there is no winning. There is no winning against these guys because there is no bottom to them. Sludge. They're like stuck in the mud, not moving, never changing, just big old dirty beards and shit. But that is the status quo of the grifters, Like, they just got to keep on grifting at something and going at straws and straws and straws. People can't even do fan art anymore. Women can't have muscles anymore. But yeah, it was good to get educated on a subset of males out there who are really into muscular women, And Neil Druckmann and people at Naughty Dog just might be into that. They just might find them way more sexier than a traditional woman. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that at all, because there's many flavors out there for everybody to taste, man. And the ones that are complaining about them, they ain't got no taste buds. I'm gonna leave right there. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, always be kind to yourself and enjoy your life. And I'll meet you right there.